Let's do this. Let's beat this damn game. To the desert. Or we'll definitely not play as Zelda. With a cane. Going, whoop. We'll beat the game today, Act. We have one puzzly sequence in the desert, which I don't remember what it is. Don't tell me. No, Blitchball. And then we have the final dungeon. And that's it. That's what's left. Oh yeah, by the way, it's been pointed out a few times, and I'll have to do a little bit more digging, but based on my own information, since I just covered the Oracle's games recently, yeah, I think the new Zelda game might actually be built out of the bones of the third Oracle's game. Not literally the third Oracle's game again, but probably the design documents of it put into a new game. Now, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Fi? Yeah, where am I going? Yep, Okay, so I'm here, and now what? Fi, where am I going? I don't even have an ability to douse, and I never met a dragon here. Oh, alright. We all know how fast travel works in this game. I like how we functionally have to have 3 load screens. One to load the sky, one to load the interaction of the sky, and then one to load the flying in the sky. First one's covered by leaving the area we start in. Second one's covered by floating up into the area. And third one's covered by us calling in the bird. 3 load screens. Christ. I sure hope not, Yada. That would be terrible. I'm going to play a hunch and say it's out at the Sand Sea. Anything? Yeah, a literal mission. Hey, a little mission select would be better. Hey, if it's the Master Thunder Dragon, he's to the south of Linearu Caves. I don't know if any other dragon gods, though. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so he's south of the caves. Well. I guess we'll go to the caves, then. I would actually well, okay. So congratulations, Ross. The biggest plot twist of 3 has already been spoiled for you. By sheer virtue of how they're announcing it. I'm dead serious, by the way. The reveal that Dragon Quest III is connected to 1 and 2 is the plot twist of that game. It was arguably one of the first plot twists in JRPG history. Certainly to that level and extent. Nice time, and I've been looking for you. Come over here for a minute. Okay. Having said that, I would still say the best order to play them in is 1, 2, 3. Personally. That's how I covered them when I was doing the history of JRPGs thing with a friend of mine. And yeah, I did see that, Dakota. Although it's not what I thought it was, or the other thing I thought it was. It's a completely new thing. Well, that Sacred Flame we're looking for. Really? Oh, great. I was pretty curious about it. Spill the deets. Oh, so after all that adventuring, you finally found it. I gotta say, you're pretty amazing. You're not the only one. I found out some more Legend of the Three Dragons. This news is gonna blow your mind. There's indeed a hidden area beyond here. There's a narrow path I can't fit through without losing a few pounds. My theory is that it probably links to the home of the Thunder Dragon, one of the three dragons of legend. I'm convinced these robots must have something to do with it as well. Thunder Dragon, bunch of robots, time shift stones. What a story. Oh, I almost forgot. You remember that excavation project we invested in? We hit the jackpot. I found a large cache of time shift stones. I can pay back tenfold now. Thanks. I think. I mean, I enjoyed Witcher 1 better than Witcher 2 here. I've said that many times. Boing. Oddly enough, it seems drawing a circle on certain strange walls will produce something round. I know, right, Rex? Not that you saw my reactions, because you're a dick! But, that was an interesting one to cover live. This is Linear Gorge. Legends tell of a dragon loyal to the goddess living in this area. We'll get there someday, but we're going to beat the game today. We functionally have 2 dungeons left. Signs indicate an ancient civilization established a quarry here to mine the deposit of high-quality time-shift stones. Consequently, the terrain is intricately subdivided with the remnants of long-abandoned mining equipment, such as minecarts and their tracks. Cool. And that's the map filled out. And yeah, no change to the schedule. Nothing happened that alters the schedule. Good morning, Savicom. I'm sad you didn't watch my Nintendo Direct thing either. Nobody wanted to watch me this morning. Except for like the 200 people who did. Well, no ports that matter for our purposes, Nugget Crunch. Minish Cap is now available on the Switch Online thing, which is good. And LTTP GBA, which is whatever. Also, Metroid Fusion and Turok and Perfect Dark. Those are the ones that are getting ported onto the Switch. Heal really quick. Or sorry. Wow, I screwed up twice. By the way, I still have a headache from yesterday. What I meant was LTTP, the worst version, and Zero Mission. Jesus. What do I hope to see in a Switch 2 besides better quality controls? No, I'm good with that. As long as a console has a good library, that's all I really care about. Okay, that's terrifying. Prime 2 and 3. So, we don't know with total certainty. But there's an extremely high chance that the Prime 2 and 3 remasters are already done. Like now. Ready to go. And that's very Nintendo. You probably think, why have they released them? Nintendo operates that way. They tend to not release something unless they actually need something to be released. Their schedule is plenty full. So they don't need to release a game because their coffers are fine, right? Now, that also means they can release things strategically when it comes to increasing interest. So, for example, releasing Prime 2 and 3 in a remaster, and probably Prime 1, 2, and 3 in a bundle would be a good way to increase hype and get some sales going prior to Prime 4 coming out on the Switch 2. That's what I have to say about you. Humph. Yeah, the fact that they opened with Mario and Luigi gobsmacked me, by the way. A brand new Mario and Luigi game is probably the single most surprising thing to me. So, for those of you who don't understand why that's so surprising, first of all, Nintendo, especially core Nintendo, has been kind of anti-RPG for a while. And they've always farmed that out to other studios, like Inti Creates, I want to say. Or no, maybe it's Intelligent Systems. But anyways, the people who do the Paper Mario stuff. And Alpha Dream, which did the Mario and Luigi series. Neither of those companies are really functional anymore. One of them actually went bankrupt and shut down. And the other one has just been kind of off doing their own thing for a while. So all of a sudden, a new Mario and Luigi game is very shocking. One of the things I actually hope to look into is who the hell is actually making it. Or maybe it's not Intelligent Systems. Who made Paper Mario? I don't remember off the top of my head. I gotta look it up now. Hang on. Hit the stream breaks. Paper Mario 2 is Intelligent Systems. I was right. I actually did have the name correct. What are they working on right now? Well, the last thing they made was Fire Emblem Engage, so that makes sense. But yeah, you see my point, right? Like, I'm probably looking at this too much from a behind-the-scenes perspective, but everything about the behind-the-scenes perspective indicates there's, like, never going to be another Mario RPG. The only thing that makes that likely is the fact that SMRPG-R and Paper Mario 2-R have both been selling really, really well. The catch is, though, that only makes sense if you presume they already know those sales were good when they started making Mario and Luigi 6. Which they didn't. That's not how game development works. They've been working on this for at least a year, probably closer to 2 years, right? If they have that much gameplay footage showing and it's coming out this year, that's been in development for years. Which means they gambled on a new Mario and Luigi game. And that's confusing. I'm not unhappy. I'm just confused. Oh yeah, and just to repeat something I said, because I feel like it's the most important thing I could say about the Switch 2. I don't think I'm going to make that. It's going to be too far. One of the biggest problems every Nintendo console has had, all of them, is launch lineup. Most Nintendo consoles have had, honestly, a pretty weak launch lineup. Up to and including the Switch, arguably. And especially the 3DS, which wasn't all that long ago. So, the idea of them deliberately going out of the way to make the Switch 2 backwards compatible, specifically while also releasing brand new Switch titles right before it, makes perfect sense if what they're trying to do is to make that initial launch so much smoother. Right? Think about it. Why else would they be announcing so much Switch 1 stuff now, literally less than a year before the Switch 2 is coming out? Oh, 100%, Ross. I've been looking into some of the more manufacturing kind of stuff, and... Whoop, what was that? Hello? Oh, come on, it's right there. They're liquidating. They went back and they're looking at all of the old crap, right? All of the Switch lights that they already made, all the Switches that they have already constructed. They're already in the warehouse. They're already ready to go. The chips are there. The circuits are there. Okay, let's go ahead, dump those into one last gimmick to try and liquidate the last of those assets before the Switch 2 comes out. That makes perfect sense. All of this is presuming backwards compatibility, but I gotta re-stress this. As stupid as Nintendo is and can be, they cannot be stupid enough to not go for backwards compatibility. There's no way. They would be shooting themselves in the foot so hard if they did that. Okay, let's just try going down with the beetle. Maybe that'll work. They have done that in the past, which is why it's not 100% guarantee. I will continue to predict they're going to have backwards compatibility. But that doesn't mean it's a guarantee. It just means it's likely. And I stand by that prediction. It is likely. But we'll find out sometime probably in September. The Switch, Ross. Before that, it would be the GameCube, though. Yeah, we'll see, Blade Javal. I'm not sure if they would go that direction, or if they'd even... If certain elements in the creative staff would even allow them to go in that direction. Got a lot of big time shift stones here. Did you get permission from Master Thunder Dragon to come here, like we did? We're just about to transport this time shift stone to Master Thunder Dragon. Wait for me! There are many monsters. Practice extreme caution. Jesus. And keep in mind, we know they're aware of the time shifting. So we know that they know that they're about to vanish when they do that. That's gotta be horrifying. Immediately after the Oracle's games. Bionic Funk. Easy answer. Not just because the aforementioned Oracle, comparison thing. Oh god! Oh god! I didn't realize that was quicksand. But because it makes sense, like, just directly, right? We save Zelda from Ganon. You know, the resurrected monster Ganon who barely has sentience at the end of the Oracle's games. Whoa, 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 there. And then, you know, and then he's like, ah, with my last breath. And we're dragged down, and then Zelda has to deal with it now. You know, unfortunately, the 3DS is going to continue to be the console I don't play. And is a pain to stream. Worth it. And yet I never will again, Caspian. Yeah, there is definitely a chance of that, Blade Troll, and I really hope not. To be perfectly blunt, if they are smart, they will not go that route. They would pretty much immediately and automatically, like, increase the interest in the Switch 2, as well as their user base for the Switch 2, drastically if, hey, guess what? All those games you've already bought on the eShop and your online collection with the N64 and the NES and the Game Boy and the SNES and the GBA, all of that's just on the Switch 2 now. That is going to increase interest in that system. Guaranteed. So that's terrifying. No, I hope they will do it. What I hope so... Sorry, let me walk this back. So apparently I'm screwing up my linguistics here. What I hope they won't do is be stupid. Because they could try to double dip. They could be like, hey, man, we're totally going to charge you twice for everything for no good reason. And I mean, this is Nintendo. They are known for doing that. Get up, Link. they've... I don't actually remember if the Wii U and 3DS virtual stores were connected. I have a memory there, but it's too vague for me to codify. I hate that the game does that. I really do! I also am still fighting a headache. Yeah, I'm glad that it, like, resets me in a good spot when I die. That's actually good checkpointing. Imagine having to redo this entire sequence every time you die. There it is. I knew I saw it earlier. Hey, Dream Whisperer. Hello, Inosians. I hope you like Zelda, because I decided to put more Zelda in your Zelda. But yeah, no, like, speaking from very immediate and personal experience, emulating the 3DS kinda sucks. It's always gonna be an asterisk, you know? It's one of the reasons why I tend to discourage people from funding 3DS games, because just getting a 3DS game on camera is a huge pain. Yeah, I've given up on ever getting another proper capture card on the 3DS again. Because they don't really make them anymore. They were making them, and then Nintendo decided to shut them down for legal reasons. By all means, cite sources, Yura. Because I looked a few days ago, and all I found was the same damn people who were making them the last time. Old sites, years old sites at this point. Now granted, Google's terrible, so who knows. I mean, honestly, just giving me a 3DS with an HDMI output would be nice. That's pretty much exactly what I want out of a 3DS slot on a Switch, is that HDMI output. Okay. So they're out of stock, which is already nice. Looks like they moved, though. That's nice. Oh, I see. This is actually different. So, I'm never doing this. Let me explain what this is, because this existed back in the day, too. I'm sorry. I was discounting these people because these people could go straight to hell. Here's how this works out. You mail your 3DS to them, give them a few $100s, and they do some custom soldering to add a circuit board inside your 3DS, and then they mail it back to you. No. Now, there's a decent chance they're legit. No. Yeah, these people were around back in the old days, back when I actually got a 3DS capture card. And the absolutely bizarro setup I had for the last time, which was a custom firmware wireless streaming thing, which was a whole thing. But at least that just involved, custom firmware, which I can do. No, thank you. I will continue to be okay with just not really streaming 3DS games. Thanks. I mean, I'm sure they're more legit than complete scum, but even if they're completely on board, that still leaves a lot of possible problems along the way. Oh no, it's specifically the 3DS. The DS is easy, I'll just emulate that. The DS is extremely easy to emulate. Go figure. Despite what people in the YouTube comments kept saying, that's how Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks were. That was a joke. That is clearly grabbable, Link. Jesus. Interesting little puzzle. I appreciate it, Yura. Sorry, I'm not trying to smash you down, nor am I trying to diminish your contribution. When I said share links, I meant it literally. I wasn't speaking facetiously. But yeah, I was actually already aware of that particular operator. Yeah, welcome to the Death Room. No guesses why we call it that. You can't see me here. I am invisible. Now I gotta deal with this, so let's kill all these things. Welcome to Die is a mistranslation from an older game, isn't it? Yeah, it's come up several times, Ross. It's okay, I will keep making it as many times as I have to until people understand. Basic courtesy continues to be basic courtesy regardless of time. Thanks, Link. No, just someone was like, someone did the usual response to spoilers. How can you spoil something that's 2 years old? And it's like, age has no relevance to that equation. I don't care if something's 5 or 50 years old. Don't be a dick about spoiling. That's it. It's a pretty easy speech to give. Straight up murdered there. Possible, Yura. And you're right, out of context spoilers are fine. You know, it was his sled and all that. It was his sled, has nothing to do with anything, so there's no spoilers possible there. So, why were you dead? Explain yourself, sir. We got permission from our master to dig for timeshift stones. But he's very ill right now. Well, yeah, okay, that tracks. Time to alter history. Cough, cough. Hello. I haven't had a visitor like you here in quite a while. You're a human, aren't you? You must have some reason for coming this far. What is it? Oh, you're kill me from the sky. It's not much of a name, is it? How about I had a model number to name like my friends have got? LD Lore 16. I can tell you don't like the sound of that. That's a shame. What can I do for you? You need me to teach you a song. Hold on, didn't you say you just came from the sky? So then aren't you the hero chosen by the goddess? Oh, that is something. I must apologize. You see, I really can't help you. I may have enough strength for a brief chat like this, but as you can see, I am quite ill. I'm in no shape to sing. I think it was the goddess herself who entrusted me with this important duty. I feel the deepest of shame. Well, let's figure out what's wrong with him, shall we? Let's get inside his bones and diagnose. Let's see, there's a chain in here. Until I die, Yura. Alright, so he's dead. Okay. Looks like one of his horns broke off. Also looks like someone really went after his skull. Look at that. Jesus. But yeah, what's with the sound? The freaking thing. Yeah, thanks, Helia. Thanks for your brilliant ideas here. I don't really have anything that can interact with metal. Tell me about it, Rex. Yeah, it's one of those things. I've been accused several times of being dismissive because I say, port it to the forward, and they say, but 3DS, but DS, but gimmicks. To which I say, yeah, but those are just obstacles. That doesn't mean you just don't do it. I could go to the store, but I mean, that's hard. You know, I'll just sit here and starve to death instead. Something being difficult doesn't mean you don't try, you jackasses. Sorry. Rant off. In fairness, I haven't heard anybody make that argument for quite a while, but still, it is something I heard. Hello? It's just too hard to do. I can't do it. Takes effort. We all know what we think of the F word around here. I don't think I can make that. Nope, I'm wrong. Okay. Yep, the F word. Effort. I actually wish I could say that was my joke, but I stole that joke. What are you doing with that seedling? Master Thunderdragon needs the fruit to recover. Yeah, I'm trying to help you, dingus. Really? Thank you. Make sure you plant the seedling somewhere it's sure to thrive. Yep, we have to take it somewhere other than here, because back travel, thy name is Zelda. Now, if you remember, we gotta know exactly where to take this. Because we got our boy Groose. Yeah, they managed to port the world ends with you, which is damned impressive. Now, honestly, even this game's port is impressive. And keep in mind, I have given a negative to this game's controls, because they're still bad. But effort and thought was put into porting these controls into something other than, you know, this nonsense. So, credit where credit is due. Huh? you seriously want me to... Yeah, exactly, Ross. Trust me, this would surpass Spirit Tracks by a mile in negative controls. During the Spirit Tracks run, several people said, is this the worst control scheme you've ever played? And I said, no. Because the worst control scheme I've ever played is this game on the Wii. Also that one PS3 game I can never think of the name of. But then this one. So now we've officially changed history. That's cool. Wait a minute. Yura Miyamoto. Yura, are you secretly Miyamoto? Be honest with me. You can tell me, it's okay, I'll keep your secret safe. How am I supposed to get out of here? I knew it, Yura! But for real, how am I supposed to get out of here? I feel weirdly soft-locked. Because I can't teleport out, because I don't have the amiibo. I can't activate that. Like, what if I have no arrows at this point, you know? If I have no arrows, how do I get out of here? So... yeah, we'll try the beetle, because, like, I'm not sure what else to do here. We do have one arrow. But again, I'm curious, like, what do you do if you have no arrows? Damn it, Yura. You're the one who said Zelda has no right to exist. Admit it. Okay, so that's how we get out. It's just weird. Especially since all we're doing now is leaving. Naturally, we have to use the best fast travel system in the business here. You didn't see it earlier, Rex. We got very, very close to soft blocked earlier in this very game. This is also the Zelda game that has the least QA of any Zelda game ever made. And the hardest and worst, most troubled production, too. And that's not just me saying that. I am saying that, but in addition to me saying that, that's just true. We have quite a bit of evidence of that. Skyward is kind of a mess. Did we ever upgrade a shield? We did. Now you have to fight the imprisoned again. God, I'm not even sure, Act. I mean, there's Wind Waker. Wind Waker and Mario Sunshine both had notoriously bad dev cycles. But in both cases, that was actually a really, really simple development trouble. That was, they didn't have time to polish the game, so they rushed it out the door. I'm not trying to diminish that, but that's kind of it, right? In this game's case, they almost stopped development of the game entirely. Like, when you get to the point of actually yelling at and arguing with other people in the studio, that's a troubled development. Check it out! Hey, Bruce, check out. That thing's gonna take ages. Yeah, that's a good point. You're right, you're right. Give me that seed. So this is pretty definitively timeline alteration magic. AKA Type 2. time travel. Prime 4 was pretty troubled. But restarting development after troubled development, that's a good sign. I've said that for years. See you around, Rax. Like a development studio that's willing to say, "Hey, hold up. We need to restart production because it's awful, or cancel production because it's awful." That tends to be a development studio that actually has my respect. You know, like Blizzard back in the day. Duke Nukem Forever is just a bunch of incompetent idiots, to be honest with ourselves. And yeah, this is clearly Type 2 time travel, because... Now that's a tree I could look at for all day. It's like a symbol of the temple or something. Every time I stare at it, my jaw hanging, went up. I get this weird happy feeling. Yeah. How would it look from Groos's POV? Well, when he first got here, earlier, there was this tree here. That's kind of it. That's the answer. This way, I guess. Yeah, it was always there, but was it always there yesterday? I believe is the quote. I'm almost positive Ocarina is Type 1, until it rather suddenly becomes a variant on Type 3. Don't quote me on that, though. I guess we'll talk about it as we go through it. That's true, the magic beans are Type 2. I actually forgot about that. But a lot of what we do narratively always happened. Type 1. And of course, Zelda's mistake is Type 3. So yeah, no, I think you're right, Frieza. Sorry. Here? Yep. Or Zelda's Folly, yeah. Got something for you. In the past. Hello there, something you need? Actually, I got something for you. Is that what I think it is? You brought that here for me, didn't you? You could just hand it to him? You don't... Okay, sure. Whatever. Oh my god, we killed him! You've done it, my boy. I can feel the fruit's effects surging through me. It's exhilarating. I feel like a proper dragon again. Just because I have eternal life doesn't mean I can't get mighty sick. Thanks to you, boy, this old dragon will keep charging a while yet. I owe you a big thank you, so allow me to perform a moving rendition of my part of the song. I should warn you, I got a mean set of pipes, and I know how to use them. This'll clean out your ears, boy, so brace yourself. I owe my life. You have to let me repay you. Give me some time to repair and return to visit me. I believe you'll be mighty pleased. Well done, Master. You've successfully collected 3 parts of the Song of the Hero. We should return to Levius to complete the song. Okay, but hang on. I want some time to pass really quick here. Jesus, Ross. Oh, hey, the chain's gone. Red, bellow, you. Red, what is it? Red, red, yellow, blue, red, you, red, blue, purple, 2. God, it's been a while. Here's a deep cut reference joke. I was playing WoW with PAX. This is like last week. And we were talking about how they should add cybernetic options for other races. And I was talking about, yeah, it'd be great to play a cybernetic Tauren. And he said, yeah, but then you have to call yourself Taurus Bulba. See, this pause here is me waiting to see if anybody gets that. You too on the VOD watchers. The VOD walkers. I'll give it away. It's a reference to Darkwing Duck. So, just about ready for the final dungeon. So you learned all 3 parts of the song from the dragons, eh? You've done well, young one. True to my word, I'll perform the last part of the song for you. That's probably gonna sound great coming from a whale. Careful there, boy. Don't fall. Link's like, that's catchy. I think I'll steal it. Now that you know the song, I trust you know what to do with it. Yep, the final dungeon. A report, Master. I've determined there's a trial gate somewhere amongst these floating islands. It can be opened by the song of the hero. I suggest using your dowsing ability to locate it. You really wanted me to douse right at the last minute, didn't you? Couldn't get away from it. By the way, we are going to be closing off the guessing game pretty soon. Say half an hour-ish, maybe. I haven't decided how I'm going to do with lunch right now. I'll figure it out. Harder to do than it sounds, yeah. We really don't, actually, Frieza. Generally speaking, those kind of extra challenge mode things are just kind of their own little thing and don't give you, for example, the best shield in the game. Having said that, I think we will cover that in the future, but those games, you know, we're not there yet, so... You're asking me, Act? Although I've already given my theory on that. It probably happens after Oracles. Especially if they're trying to detach Oracles from Awakening for some reason. Either that, or it could actually be in between Oracles and Awakening, if it leads into Awakening. Which isn't unfeasible. I actually forgot there was another Silent Realm. So never mind. We got some time. Legit, I forgot there even was a fourth Silent Realm. Hopefully they'll just leave it as a standalone, honestly. Just let the Zelda game sit on its own. The fact that they brought out the power trio, though, that's questionable. Here's the same stuff I've always told you. Okay. You know, Bragman, we need to have a chat. Are you seeing spines when you see flowers? Are you thinking about crushing the spines of your enemies? Don't be like Bragwin. She's pure evil. Was off a little bit there. Yeah, I didn't even see the chasm, officer. I shouldn't be dead here. Actually, no, we're gonna go up here. In terms of score, Ross? Maybe like 40 or 50, golden number. There were more quality of life features and general, improvement features than I thought. The original would get a couple of points over the remaster. That wouldn't offset the gigantic quantity of the other stuff. Yes, game, thank you for interrupting me. I'm kind of in a hurry here. Thank you, game. I mean, it's a good idea, too. Here's the zone that, theoretically, you should be most familiar with, right? Prove it. Treasure that much, so we're just gonna skip that. Looks like I missed one. He did not juke the direction I was thinking he was gonna juke in. What did I miss? Oh, I know what I missed. Fine, because it's right there. Just for you. That's a little buggy, but okay. You're still pathetic, Link. Just so you know. Nothing personal or nothing, just, you know, you're pathetic. Yeah, I actually meant to get the tower last, and then I completely spaced on that. Until after I'd gotten it, I was like, oh yeah, well, whatever. I don't think that's quite as good as some of the other ones, but that's still good. Meanwhile, everyone outside is like, poke, poke, poke. Are you okay, Link? Poke, poke, poke. Congratulations, Master. You have passed all the trials. Finally! That means I'm done, right? I don't have a final dungeon of trials to go through. Right? The Stone of Trials you've just obtained is actually one of a pair. Another similar object with a mark just like the one you hold exists somewhere on this island. Combining the two will open the way to the Triforce. I hate you, Hylia. God, I hate you so much. Just give me the damn Triforce. Jesus. Ugh. Ganondorf just walked in and took the damn thing. I suggest you search for that matching stone. No, I'm with you, Frieza. We have officially reached the point. Let's be clear, I like the trial we just did, but we have officially reached the point where the padding is becoming obvious. You know what I mean by that, right? Padding is kind of a gradient thing. Sometimes it's deliberate, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's acceptable, sometimes it's not. But sometimes it feels very, very clear that the developers are just like, hang on, wait, don't beat the game yet. No, just a few more touches. And in some cases, it's really obvious when the devs reach that point and just straight up start being like, hold up, hold up. It's like, imagine you're playing D&D and you're like, all right, we've gotten our gear, we've gotten our items, we're going for the last dungeon. The DM's like, hold on. Just hold on. I think I'm in agreement, though, Fraser. I think we might actually put that as a gameplay and story integration negative. Second time we've done that. That's a rarity.
Hey!
Cool. Well, that was actually completely helpless. Or unhelpful? Whatever. Yeah, hang on, we gotta go prove our worth again. Are you two still happy? Are you two literally just staring at each other? I mean, I've been there, but like, it's been a few days, guys. Like, for real. Wait, hang on. Oh god, I'm actually turned around. Is this it? No, it is upstairs. It is upstairs. Like, on the one hand, I get being cautious, but this isn't really cautious, is it? It's okay. You know what? Since we have the final dungeon, and then the final encounter, and then the final boss after this, let's go ahead and pause for lunch. How's that sound? I mean, there was never any chance we were going to start Ocarina today anyways. The direct pretty much sealed that. So, I'll be back in a bit. For the finale! And then the other finale! And then I have to prove my worth for the other finale!